Welcome, high school football fans. Larry Brassfield here with my friends Jay Hampton and Mike New. We're at God's Field on Sullivan Road at Aurora Christian High School, and what a crazy week it's been. Jay, can you just share a little bit about what we're looking at here tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Unfortunately, a little somber moment this week for us with the loss of a junior that we have here, Nate Cook, and the Tyler Hammer family. Were in a car wreck. And unfortunately, Nate didn't make it. He passed, and we want to keep him in our prayers, along with Tyler. He's going to go through numerous surgeries. He's got a long road ahead of him. And just keep praying for him for the guilt that he's going to feel. Is going to be something that we could never fathom having to deal with. So I want to make sure we all keep him in their prayers throughout the week. The good thing about tonight, we have football, and sometimes you just got to get back to a sense of normalcy to help relieve a little bit of that pain.
Yeah, certainly, in light of what we woke up to Monday morning with the tragedy, the horror that took place out in Las Vegas, and then this, Tuesday morning, it really hits home here. So maybe a little departure with that here tonight, and pregame ceremony, the prayer out on the field.
Absolutely beautiful. It was great for those who didn't see it. We had St. Ignatius, we had parents, fans, the refs, everybody was out there joining hands around the eagle, and at moments like that you realize that football's not the most important thing. It's our families, and I was so moved by it, and as well as everybody was. You were, Mike was, I'm sure, and honestly I just could not wait to go find my son and hug him, because you never know what could happen, unfortunately.
And absolutely, and with that we do have a game to be played, and my new partner and new friend Mike New. Mike, what are we looking at here from a football standpoint tonight?
Oh, I think tonight it's going to probably be an emotional game, obviously. We got two teams. St. Ignatius right now, 7A team. They're 5-1. It's a big game for ACS. ACS is 4-2 right now. So with this win, I think it'll kind of lock a playoff appearance, which they haven't had in about 3 years now.
Yeah, and the elements certainly could be a factor. Aurora Christian had a lot of success passing, but it's windy and rainy, so it's high school football. Anything can happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And with the passing game tonight, we'll see how Drew does from ACS. This morning, he's number 3 in the country right now in passing yards with just under 2,500 passing yards, which is unbelievable.
So it is our privilege and our honor to bring you this game tonight. We'll be back with the kickoff after this here on TV 17.
Kubota's Orange Opportunity Sales event is going on now at your local Kubota dealer. Kubota's Grand L Series gives you a higher level of comfort and ease of operation. With a Kubota diesel engine and your choice of 3 state-of-the-art transmissions, see how a Kubota Grand L Series can make your tough jobs easier. Now, get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 84 months or up to $1,000 in customer instant rebates.
Welcome back, high school football fans. The Miracle on Sullivan, known as God's Field here at Aurora Christian High School. We are underway in week 7 of the IHSA football season. St. Ignatius on the return, making their way up the middle, across the 35 and out to the 40-yard line. Mike, that was a nice return there.
Well, I tell you, I got a little worried there. He had a seam. They were able to track him down to the 40-yard line. But boy, is this exciting tonight. Being out here Friday night lights, high school football, there's nothing better than this.
It really does not get any better. No more wholesome atmosphere than you could want to be. And at a high school football game on a Friday night, St. Ignatius, the Wolfpack, as they're known, coming in with a 5-1 record in 7A school, come out in a familiar wing T formation. We're going to see a lot of misdirection to test the Aurora Christian Eagle defense. Fullback on the dive. That's a staple of this offense.
Yeah, they run, St. Ignatius runs this run and shoot offense, and you have to be very, very efficient with this. They'll give it to that fullback. He'll do a quick dive, and it's so fast you have to be ready for it.
Sure does, and you'll hear us talk about it. Mike is an instant best friend to me because he also was a linebacker. And I'll tell you, as a linebacker, when you defend any sort of option, you have to stop that dive first and foremost, because they will hammer it continuously if you don't. Motion left, give to the dive again.
And you can see there, too, what's interesting is the guards, they have huge gaps in between them. And that's to try to get that spacing to get those those gaps open to have that fullback come flying through.
Yeah, and that's a good point. With those offensive splits, you spread the defense. And essentially, when you face this option, you have to have man-to-man assignments. The Eagles come out in a three-man defensive front, sneaking linebackers up. 3rd and short for the Wolfpack. Safety sneaking up. They pick up the first down.
Looks like they're just going to keep giving it to that fullback until they put a stop on it.
So you mentioned the wide splits, and we're former linebackers. I'm thinking you got to do some sort of twist or you run blitz.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're going to have to do something with the linemen. Maybe bring a couple blitzes in with the middle linebacker to try to stop that. Of course, as soon as you do that, then they're going to be given to the flanker on either a counter or the pitch.
So yeah, exactly right. After 3 consecutive dives, look for a give or keep to, and there it is. Quarterback on the keep, but he's stopped.
Yeah, that was a great play, great stop by the defense. They got a lot of penetration on that, and they were able to stop the quarterback before he pitched it out to the running back.
Number 4, Quinn Donath, senior quarterback for the Wolfpack. And 57, Darryl Gregg credited with the tackle there. Wolfpack is now into Eagle territory, looking at 2nd and 9.
Maybe look for a pass on this down.
Dive right. First hit by number 51, Jay Michelli. Pronouncing that correctly?
Oh, yeah. It's Maselli.
Maselli, I did not pronounce it correctly. And I am an honorary member of the Italian-American Executives of Transportation. I should get that right. 3rd and 5 for the Wolfpack from the Eagle 43.
We'll see if they pass on this down.
2 receivers split to the far side, motion back to the near side, dive up the middle, appears to have the first down.
Boy, they just have those big linemen, and their whole objective is to push these guys off the field and just drive it down their throat the whole way down.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that because, we did say, a 7A school with a visible size advantage, especially up front, although the Eagles have a couple big boys themselves, particular number 76, Alan Bartozik, 6 foot 270. Tight wing T, motion here to the near side, quarterback keeps, bounces back to the middle.
Yeah, boy, they had everybody bunched up there. In that case, you just got to stack everybody in the box and just try to stop them.
And I think the Eagle defense did a good job of a little penetration there, which bottled them up and kind of threw off the timing. Quarterback bounced it back the other way. 2nd and 8 from the Eagle 35. Dive right, second effort.
There you go. That was a great shot by number 20. Came up and filled.
Kyron Perry. And our guy Maselli again in on the tackle. Good team deep.
Absolutely. He came up, read it perfectly, came up, met him right at the line to make the stick.
Third and 6. Receivers spread to each side. Quarterback loses the ball and covers it. That's a break. But think they're going to have to go for it here.
Yeah, let's see. 4th down and 34-yard line. I'm guessing they're going to go for it. Field position is probably going to be important in this game, but I don't know, at this point in the game, they probably want to just keep trying to drive it down and see if they can pick up that first, keep this drive going.
Maybe it's because we're on top of the press box here. Wind seems significant here, although it doesn't seem as evident down on the field, but definitely a wind coming through the south end zone, and go for it they will. 4th and long, option pitch left, Makes the first man miss, but the pursuit is there.
That's fantastic. You can tell they're playing with a lot of emotion out there right now. They're pumped up. They're ready to go.
Yeah, and thanks for mentioning that. We had a lot of talk there pregame, but certainly this game is just full of emotion all over the place.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. Here's going to be our first look at Drew Clifton, the quarterback. Again, the number 3 passing yards in the entire country. We're going to look at him right here.
Clipper to 6'2", senior lefty, airing it out here to the near side. He's open and complete at the 40, cuts it back, hit from behind all the way down to the 30. Number 4, Trey Madsen.
Here we go. We're starting out with the passing game. The funny thing is these are two completely different kind of offenses. You got the running attack on the St. Ignatius, and with the Eagles here, it's a spread offense, no huddle, and they're just going to pick up the pace here.
They sure do, and they don't hesitate and come to the line again with 4 receivers set. Madsen repositions to the far side. Clark Turek all by himself to the numbers here on the near side. From under center, bubble out to the far right, complete. Out to the sideline after he picks up a first down.
Wow, Eagles are looking good right now to start the game. First 2 plays, 2 first downs. They're rolling.
Number 81, Devin Cross on the reception. And you're right, the Wolfpack came out with ground and pound and did grind out a few first downs, but ultimately turnover on downs. Credit to the Eagle defense. And they have been airing it out thus far here tonight. Number 10, Danny Russell, the lone running back for the Eagles. He gets the call, working the right side. Not much room to run there. And boy, number 65 on that defense is a big man.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are just trying to keep him honest here. You got to run the ball once in a while to set up that passing attack. But obviously, the Eagles are a passing team.
Number 65, the nose tackle, Mike Bobek, checking in at 6'3", 290. They weren't even that big in college when I played.
He's a big boy.
Overthrown here to the near side. Looked like the receiver had slipped, and footing will be an issue. Intended for Turek again.
Yeah, I've always felt that the offense has the advantage on a rainy day because the offense knows where to go. Defense has to keep their body over their feet in order to keep their footing. They're constantly reacting to the ball.
Right, and that initial first step can be all that you need. A little opening, Clifford again. Pressure just gets rid of it.
Wow, St. Ignatius side is going nuts right now. They want a flag. They think that was they think he threw that one away.
Looking for a grounding call, no doubt about it. Pressure up the middle there, number 53, Zach Allen. Along the big guy, Bobbitt. Are they calling for field goal? It's third down. Sorry, thank you. So they'll snap it from the 20, place it at the 26. So we're looking at a 36-yard field goal attempt from the right hash, but he'll have the wind at his back. And this is Madsen on the attempt. Spot is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
There we go. Eagles, first points on the scoreboard, up 3-0 now.
He nailed that with confidence from the far right hash. The Eagles jump out to an early 3-point lead back after this here on TV 17.
Summer may be over, but the Sugar Grove Family Fun Center will be open until October 31st. There's still time to enjoy the go-karts on our beginner course, as well as the slick track for the experienced drivers. Then walk over to the spectacular mini golf course for a round or two with your friends. And don't forget, the bumper boats and water wars are ready for those warm Indian summer evenings and weekends. Remember, the Fun Center is open until Halloween and is conveniently located on Route 47 and Jericho Road in Sugar Grove.
Welcome back to the Miracle on Sullivan. It's God's Field here at Aurora Christian High School, and the Eagles have jumped out to an early 3-point lead. Kickoff fielded at the 6-yard line, working his way back up midfield. Hit and pulled down about the 27-yard line. Good coverage there, Mike.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're definitely pumped up. I'm curious to see how the defense does here. You know, they had that first series. I think they're pumped up and ready to go here, coming out here on the second series. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 and out right here.
You know, and I just really have to appreciate the fact that they're coming in with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, smaller school, lesser record, and then, of course, playing with the emotion of a fallen classmate, jumping out to an early lead. Let's see if they can sustain this momentum. Fullback off the left side, and boy, I tell you what, Trey Madsen's doing it all tonight.
Yeah, They just keep giving it to him. They're going to have to change something up. We're at some point here, we're going to see a counter. I think maybe they're trying to set that up, so we'll see a counter and see if they can get a big play off of that. So these outside linebackers are going to have to watch out for that.
Yeah, but Madsen, they're throwing the ball to him on offense. He nails the field goal, hammered the kickoff, and then he makes the first tackle on D. I love this kid. Dive right, tackled for a loss.
Oh. They look good there. All right, here we go, 3rd down.
Great penetration again. My man, Maselli, off the left defensive tackle position. And a big 3rd down upon us. Well, you had mentioned a possible pass.
Yeah. Maybe they do a play action here or possibly a counter. Yep.
Fake left, hitch pass complete on the left side, number 28.
Yeah, he was. He looked pretty wide open on that. Made a nice fake up the middle. That's their first pass play now. So, you know, we'll see what happens here this next series.
Aiden Boyle on the reception. He's a 5'11" junior. Wolfpack sent 2 receivers here to the near side. Wing T formation, motion left. Quarterback keeps his time out near the 1st down marker. And once you start keying on number 40, the fullback, all of a sudden they keep.
Yep, so it starts to set up some of the other plays. Like quarterback was open on that, was able to get to the outside. You know, I haven't seen too much blitzing so far from the Eagles defense.
They snuck a safety up on one of the earlier series, but here so far on this series, you're right. Running a straight 3-4 from the far hash. Dive left. Short gain, but enough for the 1st down. You know,
they just keep giving it to the big man.
One thing about that offense, exactly, you got to stick with it. Joe Loftus, really, if I've got the number right, it's 40, right? Loftus listed at 5'9", 180.
He looks a lot bigger than that out there.
Appears to be an audible at the line. Quarterback keep off the right side, picks up the 1st down and more. Into the secondary, cuts it back to the far side. And he is in for the score. He really had the higher gear to separate.
Yeah, I'll say, boy, he really showed off his speed. Man, he can, as soon as he got out in the open there, he just took off. He was gone.
senior quarterback Quinn Donath. And I do believe that was an audible, but they faked the dive, quarterback keep. He made it through the secondary, and it was off to the races from there.
Yeah, a lot of times with that option, it gives the quarterback the option to hand it off, run, or pitch. In that case, he saw the opening of the run. He took off.
Point after is good. The Wolfpack strikes back. Lead by 4. Back in a moment here on TV 17.
Your independent Allstate agent in Sugar Grove is David Weiss. David works for you to find the best rates on your home insurance, as well as your auto insurance. He's always looking for ways to help you save money. And so is his friendly, courteous staff. His office is conveniently located on Route 47 and Cross Street in Sugar Grove. Call him anytime at 630-466-7835.
Welcome back to Aurora Christian High School. Wolfpack strikes back with a touchdown of their own. Kickoff fielded in return. That's number 34, Kyle Gresh.
Yeah, it's a pretty short kick. I think the rain has really started to pick up just right now, so that might have played a factor into it. Plus, he was kicking into the wind.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see that kick angling to the sideline, it's more of a pooch, but that was a line drive. Clippert and company trailing by a score of 7-3. Give to the running back here off the near side across midfield. Danny Russell with the burst of his own.
There we go. That looked good. That was great blocking by the line. Made a huge hole, and we got a couple of the guards came out to the second level and picked up some of those linebackers. Really nice pickup. Good first down.
Well, and that should just really help open up the passing game when you get runs like that, reeling off. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Clippert from the pocket.
Oh!
Couldn't hang on. Clark Turek.
Well, there's a first incomplete pass by Drew. Again, I think that ball can be a little slick out there.
It was just a little bit high, but yeah, I think the wet ball had more to do with that than anything.
Looks like St. Ignatius is in cover 4 offense or defense here.
5 receivers set across the middle again, complete. It's Devin Cross. He seems to be a favorite.
Absolutely. I think he's his top target. And in fact, I know Devin Cross has had some looks at some colleges. He's had a couple Division I offers. So he's a special kind of player.
Well, and you got to be a special kind of fearless to come across the middle like that. A different look here with a couple wings. Now Cross in motion to the far side. Bubble off to the right. Out near the first down marker.
Yeah, it looks like we have a flag on the play. Somebody may have jumped a little early.
I would think it's a blocking infraction.
Well, they're giving him the first down.
Sideline warning. First down awarded. Mike, I love those bubble passes. The bubble pass is really just an extended sweep.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're able to get that ball out there so quick, and then he's got a couple lead blockers. Generally, you could pick up 5-6 yards pretty easily. Wow, that was a real nice defensive play by number 12 on St. Ignatius. He popped in there, timed it up right, and just batted the ball down.
Timing is everything, as they say. Boy, I tell you what, Clippert, he's got a real nice, crisp release. Shift in formation to the empty set. Russell in the slot on the far right. Clippard from the pocket across the middle. Just a little behind cross once again. A flag down.
Yeah, looks like they hit him after he threw the ball. Yeah, a little extracurricular activity. Refs picked up on that.
Well, and let's be honest, they're trying to intimidate the star quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was accused of that once, maybe more than once. But that doesn't excuse it. I'm glad they called it. There's a right way and a wrong way. Fake to Russell. Oh, in and out of Madsen's hands. That was set up well.
I think it's about the third drop now by the receivers. I don't know if that the ball's getting slick or what. Looks like those are pretty nice passes coming out of Drew.
So one of my favorite things to do in high school football broadcasting is you take a high school player and you say, that's like a young Barry Sanders to me. Come back to that in a second. Clippard complete here to the near side. Oh, Turek couldn't make the man miss. Good open field tackle. And that concludes the first quarter of play. We'll turn it around and bring you second quarter action after this here on TV 17.
Ready for the fall hunting season by stopping in at JR Shooting Sports.
Stay warm when you're out on the hunt by choosing from a wide assortment of hunting apparel. JR also has a huge selection of guns for the hunt, as well as sports optics. And don't forget to stock up on ammunition because JR Shooting Sports is your fall hunting headquarters.
We're located on Oakhurst Drive in Aurora. And visit us on the web and on Facebook.
Here to start second quarter action, trailing by a score of 7-3. The Aurora Christian Eagles have 3rd and 9 from the St. Ignatius 22-yard line. Quick hitter here to the near side, complete. That's Turek once again. They go to him a lot.
Yeah, they sure do. I may have liked to have seen a longer pass there, try to pick up that first down, but maybe they're it looks like they're settling for another field goal.
You read my mind there, Mike. I was just going to ask, end of the wind. But I tell you what, Trey Madsen really hammered that longer field goal.
Yeah, he's got the leg for it.
This will be a 37-yarder from the right hash. And he nailed it.
Wow. I think you could have made that from 40. Wow.
So we got a 1-point ball game. Wolfpack 7, Eagles 6. Back after this here on TV 17.
20 years, Peg's on Main Street in Maple Park has provided quality professional hair care for the entire family. Peg and her staff keep up on the latest fashion trends for adults and children. She also carries a wide variety of hair care products for your convenience. And when they're finished pampering your hair, you can walk over and browse around the fantastic on-site gift shop. Stop in anytime at Peg's on Main in downtown Maple Park or give them a call at 815-827-3051.
Welcome back, high school football fans. Larry Brassfield with my good friend Mike New. We've got a good ball game on our hands here tonight, Mike.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's good that they kicked that field goal. You don't want to walk away with no points. Now we got a 7-6 ball game, 1-point ball game. This is exciting.
Sure is. Return from inside the 5. Good coverage there. Tackled just about the 22-yard line. It's number 22, Toby Dunn on the coverage there for the Eagles.
That's huge. I think field position is going to play a bigger and bigger part of this game. So they're going to be starting on the 20-yard line. We need a big stop here so you can come back and try to put some more points on the board.
Well, and field position definitely always a factor in high school football, but then when you have the elements compounded by a ground-based offensive attack, a long field is key. Counter give to the second man off the right tackle.
You know, the Wolfpack just keeps eating up the clock. I thought this was going to be a high-scoring game, but with the Wolfpack in this running game, they're just going to eat up this clock. They might even eat up the whole second quarter.
Getting a little ahead of ourselves there, but yeah, you're right. You know, the best defense is, keeping Clippert and company on the sideline. I think that's the first time we saw that counter action, which is so hard to defend. Picked up about 6. Quarterback keep. Fouled the dive.
Ooh, I think that pitch was open on that one. He tried to cut it up, or maybe he's just looking to get the first on that one. Here comes the rain.
Boy, oh boy. One big guy replaced by a bigger guy. Straight to the line, left guard position. Fullback up the middle.
That's another thing kind of interesting about this offense. Generally, they put their biggest guys at guard, where with most teams, they're going to have their biggest guys at tackle.
It's a great point. And the reason for that would be?
Stretching the defense out, and then they're getting those big guys to give it to that fullback and just create holes and just drive the D lineman off the ball.
Exactly right. Big guy I'm talking about lining up the left guard was the aforementioned Mike Bobek. All 290 pounds of him.
I think he might be pushing 3 bills.
Fake the dive right, quarterback keep.
Wow, that was pretty nice. Quarterback just fouled the fullback and just went right through the hole and almost picked up a first down on that one.
I would think the St. Ignatius faithful may call him the Mighty Quinn. But yeah, it sure opens up holes when you got that misdirection and the fullback driving through. So now they're looking at 3rd and 1.
Looks like they're stacking up the line here.
I would be too. Send the backer. Here comes the run blitz.
There you go. They got him.
They got him. Great penetration. Great call there.
That was huge. They stacked up the line, and then they blitzed the middle linebacker, and he just came flying through free and stuck the fullback.
Were we
That brings up a
calling
huge
for run blitz before? We were. I get a hurt. Oh, now listen to this home crowd because the
Big
Wolfpack's
4th down.
gonna go
Here it
for
comes, baby.
You can feel the momentum. A lot going on right here, right now. 4th and 2.
Oh.
Oh. That hurts.
You know what really impresses me with Aurora Christian is the way that they handle themselves on the sidelines, the coaching staff, the players. I was ready to jump out on the field right there and strangle somebody, and the coaching staff stayed calm, cool. It's amazing to me how they can keep it together.
Truly a compliment and a teachable moment. Pitch to the trailing back, nowhere to go, and a flag comes in. Don't see how this can be a defensive penalty.
Yeah, I was thinking unless it was face mask, but I'm thinking we might see a hold here. Well, that'll drive him back. Maybe we'll start to see the St. Ignatius start passing the ball now.
Well, and it seemed like, with all that momentum, it seemed like the wind was picking up too. Wolfpack has thrown a couple passes, certainly not many. Looking at 1st and 21. What are you seeing out there, Mike?
Oh no, I just saw one of those big guys came out there and tried to hit number 82, Caleb Beebe. They got a hold of him.
Keyword is tried.
I think Caleb's a little quicker than the big fella.
Swing and a miss. Gave him a little bit of a ole. Smart kid.
Yeah.
Second and very long. The Wolfpack taking their time. Pitch to the motion man. He's got room to run. He's got a seam across midfield. Out near the first down marker. Wow, and look who chased him down from behind was number 82.
Wow. Boy, that was a very well-developed play. They had great blocking on that.
Got a injured player down for St. Ignatius. We'll take a timeout. Hope he's okay. Be back in a moment.
A long weekend is just an excuse to get a long way from boring. With models up to 62 horsepower or room for 4. Go rugged. Go big. Go Gator.
Hi, I'm Dave Gieske from Buck Brothers in Hampshire. We have 3 other locations to serve you: Harvard, Wakanda, and Libertyville.
Injured player bounced up and made his way off to the sideline. 3rd and 3 for the visiting Wolfpack team.
I see them holding up the signs on the other side. Each one of those signs is one of their different plays.
Great observation there, Mike. Option right. He'll be tackled for a loss.
Wow, they read that one. That was beautiful. They needed that. I think St. Ignatius is going to have to punt here.
You would think so. With the wind at their backs, 1-point game. It's kind of interesting how number 2, Campbell Callum, started in motion, stopped. They saw the coaches with the signs, and then they regrouped, and pitch went to him, but great penetration by the D-line. First punt of the night for the Wolfpack, and a good one at that.
Oh, looked like he called a fair catch on that, and then he ran it anyway.
Oh, boy, and you can hear
they're
the
arguing.
squabbling coming from
Oh,
the
yeah,
far sideline.
absolutely.
I agree. He did have the hand up, but he didn't really wave. So I can see why the visiting coaches are a little upset.
You know, I used to return punts in high school, and I was best known for a punt return where I caught the ball, and I started walking off the field like I fair caught it, and everybody stopped, and I took off running and gained about 20 yards.
Wow.
Every high school reunion, that's what we talk about.
Did you put the hand up to?
No, I
It was
I
all
caught
body
it,
language.
yeah, and I put the ball down. I started walking like I called the fair catch. It was beautiful.
So the Eagles take over the ball on their own 13-yard line. Clippert and company going into a wind. Won't phase them. Screen pass to Russell here on the near side. Set up well. Gets a block.
Wow, huge block.
Across the 25. Big first down there.
Wow. That was a great block out there. Pancake that linebacker that tried to come up and make a play. Looked like it was number 76. Who was that? Alan Bartasek.
Back at it, just off Turek's hands. Like we've had a couple of those where it's just been a stride off or off the fingertips.
Yeah, that was a little out of his reach. I don't know if the weather's playing a part into it, but
So back to the reminds you of a, young NFLer. If we were going to say Drew Clippert, who would you liken him to? As a young...
might be aging myself a little bit, but I'm thinking of a Boomer Esiason.
There you go. I see the resemblance. He's tall. He's poised. Great release.
Yeah, Boomer was a great quarterback.
Yeah, I could say Kenny Stabler, but there's nobody old enough to make
that
now
connection. You're really dating yourself now.
Yes, I am. Back when the Raiders were the Raiders.
That was John Madden.
Sure was. That Gene Upshaw was blocking for him. Clippert. Nice catch in the open field.
Great catch. It looked like that was Caleb Beebe.
Caleb Beebe.
Oh, that was a great catch. And Clifton took a big hit on that one. He kind of got up slow after that hit.
Great concentration, great hands. How do you pick that jersey number?
I don't know.
Gotta love it.
Oh, you're talking about Caleb?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's in the Beebe family.
There you go. Oh, they ran out of time. You don't want to give up 5 like that.
Yeah, my son Danny plays for the 8th grade ACS team. And there's another Beebe who's a wide receiver. Guess what his number is?
82.
Yep.
My family, it's Team 63. They've all worn it.
It's a lineman's number, I thought.
It's a linebacker's number. Double pass!
Oh, it slipped out of his hands.
Devin Cross was going for the double pass. Good thing he got rid of it. Otherwise, that would have been a fumble. But, yeah, you could see that was backwards.
Yeah.
And that was number 8 making his way down.
Oh, they're calling it an incomplete pass. Yeah, I think if he could have gotten that out there, he was open. Number 8 was open.
Josh Erfmeyer. Yeah, that's something that you only run once or twice a season. But it was set up. The defender just got to him before he could get rid of the ball. Beebe on the slant. Only picks up a few.
Yeah, it was a nice play. It's going to bring up a long 3rd down.
Feel a sense of urgency here as the Eagles trail by 1. And we're approaching 3 minutes left in the first half.
Looks like we may have is that a timeout or is that?
It looks like they're just letting the clock run. Interesting clock management there. We'll take a quick timeout as well and be back in a moment here on TV 17.
Hodges Westside Truck Center is the place to go if you need a work truck for your business. Hodges offers a wide variety of trucks to meet your needs. And we have 2 locations to serve you in Marengo and in Elburn. And that's where you can browse around and find the right truck for you. We also service what we sell. We have an excellent parts and customer service department, and we also have a complete workshop to make the repairs you need to keep your truck on the road. Our Elburn facility is located on Main Street, just east of Route 47, and in Marengo, you can find Westside Truck Center on Route 20 Grant Highway near I-90.
2:48 left to play here in the second quarter. The Aurora Christian Eagles looking at 3rd and 10. Drew Clippert under pressure, overthrown and intercepted. Cross midfield, down the near sideline, still on his feet. Pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Oh, wow. Looks like they had a couple guys going after Clifford on that. They are out to get him in this game.
Number 27, William Brady. And there was a flag.
Looks like it's on the offense. They declined it. Wow. Very unusual penalty there. You know, I had mentioned before how I was complimenting the coaching staff and the players, how they can compose themselves.
You're right, Mike. A very uncharacteristic, unsportsmanlike penalty there. Clearly frustration boiling over. But now all of a sudden, the visiting Wolfpack has the ball with 2.5 minutes to play. First and goal from the Eagle 8-yard line. And you see a new fullback in, number 9, Colby Metcalf. And they give it to him. No, they don't. Quarterback keeps. Follows him through. Near the goal line. Just short of the end zone.
Yeah, he did that where he faked to the fullback and just fouled him right up the hole again.
Well, you know, and I mentioned the new fullback in, number 9, Colby Metcalf, listed as a tight end, so they put the tight end in a fullback, fake it to him, and follow him.
Yeah.
Tough to defend, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you'd be the linebacker taking that on.
I wonder if he can run the ball or if he's just there as the blocker.
It's most tight ends can rumble for a few after they catch it. Quarterback sneak, good penetration by the interior
I think they stopped him again.
Impossible to tell from this vantage point.
Wow. It looks like they placed the ball in the end zone.
Could not be any closer without being in. So here, you got to think, you got to stack 3 guys inside of the guards on each side with a couple linebackers right behind them.
They're going to have to get some penetration here.
Virtually impossible to stop a quarterback sneaking. You got a 290-pounder at left guard, by the way.
And now look at their splits.
Timeout. Wolfpack will take one as well.
Love fried food, but the problem is it's fried in oil. Lots and lots of oil. And that means added calories. But what if you could eat the fried foods you love with little to no oil, without the gills, and without the extra calories, but still have that great taste? Imagine mountains of piping hot French fries, crisp, snap-apart onion rings, golden fried chicken wings, guilt-free. Introducing the Power Air Fryer XL, the 6-in-1 revolutionary kitchen miracle with one-touch technology that fries with superheated cyclonic air, with little to no oil and up to 80% less fat.
We're so sure you're going to love your Power Air Fryer XL. You can try it risk-free in your home for 60 days. If you don't absolutely love it, send it back for a refund, no questions asked.
This special offer will end without notice, so you must call or go online right now.
Do it or go 1-800-384-1549 or go to powerairfryer.com. This offer is not available in stores, so don't delay. Call now.
From inside the 1, 3rd and goal for the visiting Wolfpack.
Look at these tight splits now.
Quarterback sneak. I heard somebody yelling, "I got the ball," but I think it's irrelevant if it already broke the plane.
Yeah, and you saw that big number 9 come up behind him and kind of shove him in as well.
Oh, yeah. Virtually impossible to stop. We mentioned it there before the break. The ball was literally resting on the goal line. They put up a good fight, but could not keep them out. So the interception turns into a touchdown, and the lead is extended to 8. Wolfpack 14, Eagles 6. Back after this here on TV 17.
Well, there's cell phones, jewelry, TVs, and baby clothes, computers, arcade games, MP3s, and stereos, backpacks, jackets, toys, and fresh produce, eye exams, appliances, rugs, and cowboy boots, good food, drink, shades, and pet accessories, fragrances, massages, hats, music, DVDs, custom shirts, beds, purses, and socks galore, dresses, blankets, dollar items, and so much more. Find anything from anywhere, from the common to the rare. There's good times to share at 7 Mile Fair. Opens at 9 until 5. Located in Caledonia, right off the I. Find anything from anywhere, from the common to the rare. There's good times to share at 7 Mile Fair. Opens at 9 until 5. Located in Caledonia, right off the I. Where weekends mean bargains, 7 Mile Fair.
Welcome back to God's Field, the Miracle on Sullivan. We got a great game on our hands. The visiting Wolfpack from St. Ignatius High School has extended their lead to 8. Just under a minute to play. The Aurora Christian Eagles will see if they can muster one last drive. You know, we were saying before, Mike, they really are putting pressure on Drew Clippert.
Absolutely. I think, there's obviously a lot of hype, a lot of stuff around Drew, and I think St. Ignatius is just probably game plan for him all week that they wanted to stop him. So they look determined to go after him and try to rattle his cage.
Very uncharacteristic interception. It seemed to me to just be overthrown, and probably as much the elements as the pressure, but was returned for a nice gain. Shovel pass to Danny Russell. Short gain. I love that play.
Yeah, so do I. I like that a lot. It looked like they were in kind of a prevent defense. They were back a little bit, and thought we could sneak that in there just underneath them.
We'll keep it here through that timeout. That shovel pass. I don't know how much NFL you're watching, but Kansas City Chiefs, really the best team in football right now, and what success they've had with that same shovel pass.
I think that's with that new running back, Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. I think, if you execute it correctly, it can be very successful. And like we said, I think in this situation that was a great call because they're in more of a prevent defense, and you can get a nice gain with that.
Well, and a lot of times if you've got the defensive linemen really penetrating like they're going after Clippert, like we were saying, that shovel pass will slow them down a bit as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with the quick timeout, the Eagles are looking at 2nd and 8 from their own 25. 50 seconds do remain. And they still have one timeout to work with. Time certainly all in and out of the hands of Turk on a crossing pattern.
That's just frustration. I think it might have been just not concentrating enough on that ball.
I think he was looking to run before he secured it.
Absolutely.
But boy, Drew led him perfectly, hit him in stride on that crossing pattern.
Wow, 5 wide receivers on this play.
Russell resets to a slot on the far side, and they throw to him at the 30, up midfield, makes and miss, out to the 40.
Well, this is the great thing about high school football. The clock stops in the first down. Gives them enough time to set up and get your next play going.
It is one of the beauties of high school football. Now look at this. All 5 receivers here to the near side. Clippert steps up, complete to Beebe. Short of the first down, the clock will continue to run.
Boy, there was that number 9 again. Came up, made a big hit.
With 27 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Aurora Christian Eagles trail by 8, but they are on the march trying to get a score in before halftime. Clippert pressured on the run to the far sideline. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah, he definitely had some pressure on that play. It was real nice coverage on the Ignatius secondary. There wasn't too many guys to throw to on that one.
Well, and they're doing a good job of getting pressure with that 3-man front. Actually, it's a 4-man front, 3 in the down set. They bring 4. Clippert steps up, buys some time. Caleb Beebe goes down and grabs it. You gotta love that. Quickly to the line they come.
Oh, we got 17 seconds now. Wow. I think they're going to call a fumble on here. This might be turnover. It didn't look like It didn't look like Clifton was ready to take the snap, and the center snapped the ball, and it fell down.
I don't think the referee had actually set the ball, though.
Oh, there's a lot of confusion right now.
St. Ignatius is saying it's theirs, but I think the officials may say otherwise. Ho, ho, ho. Wow.
Well, that was good, though. The refs got together and they did a conference to make sure they made the right call.
The intent was to spike it, and I think the incompletion is based largely upon that intent. I'm surprised the St. Ignatius coaches aren't coming out of their skulls.
Oh, there I see another flag. I think they were going after Clifton again. Oh, they called a holding.
Dare I say makeup call?
I was thinking the same thing. I was too afraid to say.
See, that's why I'm not down in the booth. We're on job. But, yeah, honestly, I thought the play before was a fumble.
So did I. I agree.
And so that there, regardless, 12 seconds remain. The ball is at midfield. 2nd and long. Clippert to the air again. Intercepted as he slides out of bounds. Will be an incomplete pass.
Well, 7 seconds here. Ball on the 50-yard line. What are we looking at? I think a Hail Mary.
I'd rather see a hook and ladder. Now there's a play for the ages, especially
do they
in high school football.
Do they still do hook and ladders, or was that just from the 80s?
I know Canelan ran a pretty good hook and ladder, and that was post-80s. Short pass, complete to Cross.
Looks like he is trying to pitch to somebody.
Finally dragged down as the clock runs out. A gallant effort, but what an action-packed first half we saw. Second half can only be better. Be back with the kickoff after this here on TV 17.
Ohio. The best of Pilates and the best of yoga fused together to create a body sculpting and weight loss miracle.
I'm 40 and I have a better body than I did when I was in my 20s. I lost 43 pounds and it took only about 30 minutes a day.
I never thought that was ever going to be a thing, or this. 26 pounds and 20 inches.
This program gives you results.
The secret? I've combined the best of Pilates and the best of yoga, so you get long, lean muscles and flat abs. But here's the game changer. I fused it with low-impact cardio sequences, so you get a fat-burning workout at the same time. And it's doable. People are having so much fun.
Operators are standing by. Call 1-800-429-0780. That's 1-800-429-0780, or go to trypio.com. That's 1-800-429-0780. Call now.
The visiting St. Ignatius Wolfpack, leading by a score of 14-6, will kick off, but they came out late and they're pushed back all the way to their 25-yard line. So the Eagles should have a chance for a good return and field position here all the way across the 42-yard line. That's the ever-present Trey Madsen. And boy, good field position to start second half.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm not sure if I've ever seen that happen where the team gets a penalty for coming out late for the second half. But it sure looks like it's going to hurt them. We're at the 42-yard line. So it seems like the rain has gone away, but now the wind has picked up.
And the drone is overhead. Kind of an odd thing. But yeah, you know, as you mentioned the wind, and I'm glad that you did, because such a factor. You're right, the rain has stopped. So the Eagles going into the wind here in the third quarter, but not necessarily a bad thing, because they will have it at their backs in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think if you had the choice, you'd probably want the wind in the fourth quarter.
Of course, you'd like to have the lead and the wind.
That's true.
There's a whole lot of ball to be played in the meantime. Danny Russell starts off the third quarter. Actually tackled for a short loss off the left-hand side.
Yeah, it looks like just trying to keep him honest again with that run. I will have to say, St. Ignatius defense looks really good tonight.
Boy, and they've been really coming after Drew Clippert, the Aurora Christian quarterback. They've been putting a lot of pressure on him.
You know, St. Ignatius has had 3 shutouts this year. They've given up an average of about 8 points per game. In fact, if you take away the Providence game, they've given up 16 points all year. So it's a very, very good defense.
It really is. And number 27, William Brady, great break on the ball to deflect that one. 3rd and long. Intended for Madsen, but out of bounds and incomplete. Eagles are going to have to punt.
It's a tough way to start the second half, 3 and out. Kicking the ball back off to St. Ignatius.
Wind really picking up. You may see a rugby kind of style punt here. Is this Madsen doing the punting also? I swear he really does it all. Kicking away to the right side. That's a pretty good punt given all the factors.
Absolutely. Into this wind, that's well, I think he'll take that.
Be marked at the 34-yard line. You know, we talked about the yin and yang here. Quite the opposite in offensive approaches, to where the Eagles come out high-flying, multiple receivers, shotgun formations. The Wolfpack, really the ground and pound variety.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I have to say the Wolfpack offense is a little boring.
It's old school. It's old school.
Well, you know, they kind of have the old school uniforms too.
That they
with
do.
With the gold helmets.
Yeah, and basically that's a wing tee to me. Fake to the fullback, quarterback keep, tripped up off the right side, and good thing that he was, because he had room.
Yeah, I was kind of curious to see what kind of adjustments that the defense would do, and it looks like they're starting to key more on that quarterback. Generally, what you want to try to do in the option offense is you have somebody on the fullback, quarterback, and then the pitch. And it looks like that was the guy that had the quarterback on the last one.
Well, and I had the benefit of some time with one of the Aurora Christian defensive coaches, and they're looking for the quarterback to run more here in the second half. It's the fullback up the middle for very little gain, and will bring up 3rd and about 6. He got more than I thought.
And it looks like Caleb Beebe's out there trying to get the Eagle fans on their feet. We got a big 3rd down right here. They need a big stop. I think by the end of this game, I'm going to figure out what those signs are that they're holding up. I'll see what the play is.
Break the code. From the 39, that's the fullback. Boy, he hit that guard tackle gap, and he picked up 6. Gets the first down and more. Boy, he was really running downhill there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so quick when they give that to that fullback. He hits that hole so fast. You've got to have somebody in that gap to hit it. And the funny thing is that when we were talking to one of the coaches, it looked like they were going through the A gap, but it looks like they're going in between the guard and the tackle, which is the B gap. Looks like that's their favorite hole they're hitting.
Quarterback keep this time. Nowhere to go. Good penetration by the interior D-line there.
Yeah, it does look like they're keying on that quarterback now. They had him wrapped up in the backfield, but they're still able to manage to hold him just a yard. Wow, is this wind picking up?
Dive right, nowhere to go.
It looks like that Ignatius lineman got the best of BB on that one. Came running out there and knocked him over.
I saw that too. You know, what a great example that is. I said nowhere to go, and he picked up 3 yards. It's good surge, but with that, 3rd and 7.
It's a big third down.
From the 49. Taking their time, motion right, quarterback keeps and pitches. Makes the first man miss, through to the secondary, all the way down inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line.
You know, I mentioned everybody's got that responsibility, dive, quarterback, pitch. But unfortunately, when somebody misses their assignment, like the pitch back, this is what you got, a big game.
Well, and it's one-on-one assignments, as you had mentioned before. And that really is tough when you're exposed out on the corner like that. And, boy, I tell you what, that quarterback, Quinn Dothan, did a real good job of getting rid of that ball just at the last second, freeing up the tailback off the pitch. Tough to tackle a man in open field, and he's on a full-speed run, too. Boy, and the pile's just driving.
Yeah, they got to push there. A couple of those big linemen move that pile forward. Got about a 5-yard gain on that one.
So yeah, we're talking about the old school offense here by the Wolfpack. This reminds me of Augustana's offense. Although they didn't split them wide like that, but same wing T formations. 3 yards and a pile.
Do they have drones out there in Augustana too?
No. No, and they don't run that offense anymore. Oh, that hurts. Can't give them 5 free yards. But the reason I mention that is one of the fundamentals that was drilled, literally drilled into our heads every practice, the pile fall forward. Pile must fall forward.
Yeah, well, that play before, the pile definitely fell forward.
You know, and it's funny too, we mentioned the wind. You wouldn't think that the wind helps the running game, but it's almost like the wind at its back is helping them run downhill. Quarterback keep, wrapped up by the interior D.
That was a big play. I think the Eagles needed that. Loss it down. They are really getting after this quarterback the second half.
There's a mystery man down there, number 41, making plays for the Eagles, but I don't see him on the roster. We'll figure that out here, checking our sources. 2nd and 9. Pitch here to the near side. It's got the edge. All the way down to the 5, may have the first depending on the spot. Looks like it'll be 3rd and short.
Boy, they had some nice blocking out there by the receiver on the corner. And I think their safety came up and tried to make a play.
Well, and good misdirection too. You fake the dive and pitch it to the halfback coming back against the grain, setting up that blocker.
Absolutely.
Tough to defend. So now the Eagles have their backs to the wall. 3rd and 1 from their own 6. Quarterback keep off the right side. Down near the goal line.
Ooh, that's going to bring up first and 1. This is going to be tough. We're going to need a big goal line stands here.
Well, and this is where we talked about it earlier. You really want to see him pinching that middle and hopefully shooting a linebacker or two. Watch for the fake to the fullback, quarterback follow. Straight quarterback sneak. Momentum was stopped.
I don't think he ever touched the ground, but they blew the whistle.
Forward progress was stopped. You're right. He did never truly get tackled. So they went with the straight sneak there.
Looks
Either
like in
you
the
sneak it again or you fake the fullback and follow like they did for that second touchdown. Linebacker coming, he works the left side, hit, driving, and makes his way in. Boy, good second effort there because they did have him stopped.
It was. He made a great play on that ball, stood him up, and the quarterback just kind of spun and fell into the end zone.
Give credit to second effort there. Kept the legs driving. Very important point after here. It is good, making a 15-point lead for the visiting Wolfpack. The Eagles get the ball back after this here on TV 17.
If you're looking for a fun place to bring the kids, look no further than the Sugar Grove Family Fun Center on Route 47. Kids of all ages like to start out on the go-kart speedway. And for the drivers who want a bigger challenge, they can check out the slick track. Then cool off with water cannons you squirt your friends with on the bumper boats. Or load up the water balloons in buckets and sling them at your friends in Water Wars. And let's not forget our modern, fun-filled miniature golf course. Look for us on Route 47 in Sugar Grove between Jericho Road and Route 30.
The visiting St. Ignatius Wolfpack has extended their lead to 15, leading by a score of 21-6. Line drive kickoff fielded at the 10. Number 4, Trey Madsen. Nice return out to about the 30.
Yeah, not bad field position. Eagles need to do something here. I think they're going to need to put together a drive and put some points up on the board.
Yeah, wind really has been a factor. We'll see what Clippard and company can do. To get some sort of sustained drive. Empty set from the far hash. Pressured. Madsen on the crossing pattern.
That was a big late hit there. They're continue to go after Clifton.
You know, the coaching staff.
Yeah, now we're starting to see a little excitement.
Yeah, Clifford really, they've been going at him all game, and coach has been calling for it. So technically it was helmet to helmet, not roughing the quarterback. Added on to the end of the play.
Wow.
So that was actually not on the quarterback. It was helmet to helmet on the receiver, evidently. But boy, they're certainly going after Clifford.
Absolutely.
Now you know the best way to defend that. Offset it. The screen. Or a draw.
Yeah, you got to have it work against them. If they're over pursuing, screen, counters.
Right. Well, they had the shovel pass earlier.
Another flag on the play. They called it against the Wolfpack, but I think they meant Eagles.
Yes. By the reaction of the coaches here on the near side, yes, it's coming back. So I believe they were saying the receiver was not off the line.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see the receivers, as they step up to the line, they'll point over to the ref to make sure that they're on the line. The ref generally tells them move up, move back, to make sure they're in the right spot.
Sideline.
Whoop, another flag.
Oh, boy. You know, it's raining flags all of a sudden.
That ball is supposed to be down against the Eagles.
That really hurts.
Yeah, now we've got a first down and 25. We got a long ways to go here against a very good Ignatius defense.
Clippard evades the pressure, complete to Danny Russell here on the near side. Cuts it back down inside the 15. There's a couple flags down.
We've got flags all over behind the line. Looks like there's a holding penalty.
And Drew Clippard is still on the ground. I'm sorry, it's getting out of hand.
They just continue to go after Clifton.
I just don't understand how. So they're saying a holding call?
Holding call. There was 2 flags on the play. It looks like there was a holding call, and I'm not sure what the other. I don't know if it's another unsportsmanlike or
roughing the passer.
Possibly. He did take a pretty good, another big shot after that play.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, there's
so
I'm not sure what the other call was. Now we've got a
country mile.
Yeah.
They got to get to the 40 for a first down, and the line of scrimmage is the
and
15.
It's Ignatius is 40 too.
Correct. So that's 25. First and 35 yards.
Boy, Drew is really showing his toughness today. They're coming after him, continuing to hit him. He continues to pop up and coming back.
It's just a 2-score game. So, you know, you mentioned composure earlier. Need to just maintain that. Complete to Beebe across the 30. Nice pick up there.
Boy, those penalties really drove them back. I think they just picked up about, between those 2 plays, almost 20 yards, and they're still 3rd and 20.
25. 3rd and 25. 4 receivers here to the near side. Clippard steps up, intercepted. Face mask.
Oh boy. There's players going after everyone out there. Starting to get a little chippy.
See it all the way up here. like a face mask to me.
So another interception, which again is unexpected. I think coming into tonight, Drew had, I believe it was 26 touchdowns with only 8 interceptions. So it was a pretty good ratio.
Well, and the insult to injury will be the 15 yards added on to the interception return, putting the Wolfpack in position to extend their lead. My, oh my. From bad to worse it goes. .201 left to play here in the third quarter. And the home crowd has gone silent.
Eagles definitely need a big play here.
Quarterback keep off the right tackle. Pickup of about 8 or 9.
Wow, there's a pretty big hole in that play.
Sure was, you know, and we had mentioned that we anticipated quarterback running more here in the second half. Size advantage really kind of taking its toll, and defense has been out there a lot.
Absolutely.
But you really got to feel for the Eagle defense. They're just kind of getting worn down at this point. Backs to the wall once again, 2nd and 2. Quarterback keep up the middle.
Oh, now we got the St. Ignatius sidelines in an uproar. They felt like there's a little extra hit after that play.
Can you blame them? I'm surprised there wasn't a flag thrown.
Absolutely.
I respect the heck out of. That was for Drew.
Yeah, I think so. They look pretty fired up right here. They're ready to go.
And that's good.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Holy cow. Second and third effort.
Woo.
Number 40, Joe Loftus. Stopped initially, but man, he kept the legs going and then just popped through and all the way in for the score.
Yeah, I think he broke about 3 or 4 tackles there. He was stumbling and bumbling.
Second and third efforts and just kept the legs pumping and feet going. Would not be denied. Point after makes it a lead of 28-6 for the visiting Wolfpack. Back in a moment here on TV 17.
Kubota's Orange Opportunity Sales event is going on now at your local Kubota dealer. Kubota's RTVX series is the best-selling diesel utility vehicle in the industry, earning their place by setting the standard for being durable and reliable under all kinds of conditions. Right now, you can get long-term financing as low as 0% APR for up to 48 months, or up to $400 in customer instant rebates on new Kubota RTVX utility vehicles.
With just 22 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, St. Ignatius extends their lead to a score of 28-6. Devin Cross tackled about the 25-yard line.
And, you know, we talked about this at the beginning of the game, that this will probably be an emotional game. And I think we've started to see that in this last series, that I think we have seen not only the players, some of the coaches get emotional. I think right now what the Eagles need to do is to just control themselves, put a big drive together, and put some points on the board right here.
17 seconds before we turn it around, the Eagles get the win at their backs. Danny Russell. Boy. Tenacious St. Ignatius defense.
And, you know, you got to give this defense credit. They look very good out there, this Wolfpack defense.
And that concludes the third quarter of play. We'll turn it around and hope that the winds at our back helps the Eagles rise in the fourth quarter in a moment on TV7.
Your independent Allstate agent in Sugar Grove is David Weiss. David works for you to find the best rates on your home insurance, as well as your auto insurance. He's always looking for ways to help you save money. And so is his friendly, courteous staff. His office is conveniently located on Route 47 and Cross Street in Sugar Grove. Call him anytime at 630-466-7835.
Get ready for the fall hunting season by stopping in at JR Shooting Sports.
Stay warm when you're out on the hunt by choosing from a wide assortment of hunting apparel. JR also has a huge selection of guns for the hunt, as well as sports optics. And don't forget to stock up on ammunition, because JR Shooting Sports is your fall hunting headquarters.
We're located on Oakhurst Drive in Aurora. And visit us on the web and on Facebook.
Starting the fourth quarter, the Eagles look at second and long with the winds at their back. Danny Russell didn't see the ball. It was well overthrown.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. I think Danny Russell just didn't see the ball coming. And kind of lowered gears a little bit. But I'm not sure if he could have caught up to that pass.
Well, it's a three-score game, and I've seen high school football teams put up 3 scores rather quickly. But
absolutely. In fact, I saw Naperville North earlier this year play Edwardsville, down 42-0 at half. Came back and won.
Wow. Trey Madsen complete across the 40, picks up the first down. And you're exactly right, Mike. Thing is, when you're down 3 scores, you need one of them to be quick. You know?
Absolutely. The nice thing is they have a high-powered offense. They can move the ball quickly and hopefully score quickly.
Don't have to get it all at once. If you're getting them in chunks of 15 and 20-some yards like that, you're well on your way. Shovel pass. Russell picks up a few.
There's your shovel pass, and we see, I think it's a helmet-to-helmet. Yep, and it is helmet-to-helmet. I think these refs are trying to take control of the game before anything gets out of hand.
And that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Fresh set of downs and into Wolfpack territory. Empty set. Clippard from the pocket with time. Madsen hangs on, and he took a lick.
Wow, these Wolfpack defenders, they can put the hits on out here.
Blaze Malish. The hard hit there, but credit to Trey for hanging on the way he did.
Well, the wind's definitely picking up here.
Clippard Post pattern just off the hands of Devin Cross.
Oh, I thought he had that one. That was a nice pass. He kind of threaded the needle in between defenders and got it to about the only spot that I think he had a chance to catch it. Cross.
Hold on to your hats and your tent, fellas. Clifford from the pocket. Screen pass. Set up well. Gets a block.
Oh, great block.
Across the 25. Wow, they did a good job of setting that up. I thought he was actually going to break it for more than he did.
Yeah, absolutely. He kind of, it was a great block out there. They pancaked one of the linebackers, but I think that actually slowed up Danny.
Eagles are on the march. Clifford on a roll to the left, complete to Beebe. He's in for a score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Wow, that was a great pass.
Just like that, but a little skip in your stride.
Once again, he threaded the needle. Beebe made a great play on the ball, caught it, and ran it in for a touchdown.
And
nice
we're going
play.
for two, folks. We said a 3-score game, but down 22 at one point. You're going to have to get two on one of them, and I love the aggressive nature. They're going to go for it now.
Yeah, I think in this situation you have to go for 2 points.
Well, one of the 3 scores you would. So now it's 28-12. Clifford initially under center. Power eye left. We have not seen this all night. Handoff, Danny Russell does not get in. Rather unusual call, in my opinion. But who am I? We'll bring you the kickoff after this here on TV 17.
20 years, Peg's on Main Street in Maple Park has provided quality professional hair care for the entire family. Peg and her staff keep up on the latest fashion trends for adults and children. She also carries a wide variety of hair care products for your convenience. And when they're finished pampering your hair, you can walk over and browse around the fantastic on-site gift shop. Stop in anytime at Peg's on Main in downtown Maple Park or give them a call at 815-827-3051.
Well, a much-needed Aurora Christian Eagle touchdown makes it a 28-12 game. Onside kick covered by the Wolfpack.
Yeah, you know, I think at this point you're trying some different things here. Try to get a turnover. Try to get that big play. You know, it's still technically a 2-score game.
Correct, but that means you got to convert 2 2-point afters. Confusion with the defensive substitution here on the Eagles side. Wolfpack going to take their time. Fullback hit immediately, but second effort picks him up 5.
Oh, there's bodies flying all over the place back there. But they stacked up that defensive line, and I thought they had the fullback stop there and the fullback just kept his legs going, give that second effort to gain about 5 yards.
Good initial contact, but you're exactly right, Mike. Great second effort and leg drive by the fullback there. Second and 6 from the Eagle, 45-yard line. Dive left, that's Loftus again. Picks up a couple. Bring up about 3rd and 3.
Sounds like there's a little more talking on the field. I think Eagles defense now is starting to get a little pumped up. We got a big third down play here.
You hear the music kick in and brings us to our feet. This is a big third down for this Eagle defense. The wingback resets. Loftus on the dive gets the first down. So that first down keeps that clock running, which really hurts. Eagles are going to be desperate for a stop and another possession.
You know, the one thing, too, being a 3A school, a lot of their players are going both ways. So this fourth quarter, we'll see how good a condition they're in.
Good penetration by the Eagle defense there. Number 20, Kyron Perry, off cornerback position, came up, made a nice stop in the backfield. But yeah, you're right. You know, they've been overmatched from a size perspective, and that defense has been on the field a long time, and a lot of them 2A players. Yeah, you just get worn down.
Absolutely.
Nice stop there, but you got to put two more of them together. Get the ball back.
Looks like they're stacking up that defensive line again.
Here comes the backer on a blitz. Quarterback keep.
Wow, big hit on that play. This brings up another big third down. Start to hear those cowbells again.
I got a fever. The only cure is more cowbell.
Wow, I set you up for that one.
I couldn't pass it up. I saw that T-shirt in the airport the other day. Third and long. Pitch right, working the edge. Beebe coming up from the secondary.
That was huge. Big
that
play.
Really was. Caleb Beebe. He read it like a book. I love this kid.
Absolutely. Came flying up, hit him low, and made the tackle.
Listed at every bit of 150 pounds, and I would imagine that's with the equipment on. But he's fearless. I love the way he's playing.
Absolutely.
All right. How big is this fourth down, Mike?
Oh, this is huge. We got about 6.5 minutes left.
All right, Wolfpack takes a timeout, and so will we. Back in a moment.
If you've ever broken down on the road before, you know how frustrating that can be, especially if you're out in an unfamiliar area. At Westside Truck Center, we're here to help. If you can't get your truck to us, we can help get it here for you. From standard maintenance to heavy repair service, we can handle just about any job. With 2 locations to serve you, you're never far from high-quality repair. Our Marengo Service Center is located on Route 20 Grand Highway near I-90, and our Elburn Service Center is located on Main Street just east of Route 47. We also sell what we work on. If you're in need of parts, talk to our parts department. We sell both new and used truck parts. If you're looking for a new truck, we have a large inventory of trucks to choose from. We sell vans, box trucks, flatbeds, cab chassis for custom bodies, both single axle and tandem axle tractors, and many more. Give us a call at either location, stop by, or check us out online. Westside Truck Center, your transportation experts.
.624 left to play, looking at 4th and 7. Cowbells galore, cheering on the D. Quarterback hit the backfield. That's a big
That's a big play. This could be the momentum they need to come back and put up another touchdown on the board.
Kyron Perry shot the gap, nailed the quarterback before he had anywhere to go. Just like that, you feel that breath of life
Oh, you can feel the excitement. You can feel that momentum switch.
He's knocking at the door. Our old friend Mo. Clippard. Deep drop. Madsen on a cross.
Oh, there's another flag.
Still on his feet in the backfield. Let's hope it's not a holding penalty.
Nope. Hit the quarterback again. They just continue to go after him. And Drew just continues to pop up and coming after him.
You know, it's good to see him call it because, yeah, the Aurora Christian coaches are right. They've been going after him, and actually he's been hit worse. That wasn't called. So now, quickly to the line. Time is of the essence. 6:06 left to play. They need to score and convert two twice. With time in and out of the hands, Devin Cross. He went up but couldn't bring it down.
That was a pass that probably should have been caught.
Good effort. Fully extended. Got his hands, just couldn't bring it in.
Looks like he's shaking up on the plate.
Yeah, he's still moving kind of gingerly. Nearly intercepted. Boy, he dodged a bullet there.
Absolutely.
Number 54, Blaze Malish, called his number a few times. Very active linebacker.
Yeah, this Wolfpack defense is just all over the place. Very aggressive.
Third and 10.
Yeah, they start bringing some more pressure. They blitzed a couple of the linebackers on that play. He had to get rid of the ball fast.
He did. So now this is a tough spot to be in. 4th and 10. Need to convert in a big, big way. Looks like the Eagles will take another timeout. So will we. Back in a moment.
Remember when you were a kid? You liked getting dirty and building things? There were no limits. You could move mountains. The John Deere 1 Series subcompact tractor. The way grown-ups move mountains. And with AutoConnect implements, it's the easiest tractor to use yet.
Hi, I'm Dave Gieske from Buck Brothers. See these products in our complete lineup of John Deere equipment at our location at Route 20 and 47, Hampshire.
5:46 left to play, trailing by a score of 28-12. 4th and 10 from the St. Ignatius 40. Clippard on a roll, pressured, gets rid of it.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
That
looks like
is
pass interference.
gonna be the break they needed. He was interfered with.
Absolutely. The defender just went after the receiver. He didn't even look back for the ball.
Boy, and you know, we've talked about it. They've really put the pressure on Clippard all night long, and they got to him, and he had to get rid of that faster than what he wanted to, so the route hadn't developed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's a good call.
That was a huge play for the Eagles. Keeps this drive going. Still continues to keep them in the game with only 5:40 left.
Fresh set of downs from the 25, looking right, Bubbles incomplete, directed towards Danny Russell.
I think he may have gotten rid of that a little too fast, but if he did catch that, there was a linebacker right there to meet him.
Yeah, as much as I love the bubble pass, that was the timing was just off on that one. And the defender was there, as you said. Looking left, this time complete. Down near the goal line, in for the score. Clark Turek, touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Wow, that was fantastic. You had 4 receivers on one side, 1 on the other.
Coming back, holding on the Eagles. That hurts.
I like the way they did that, though. They isolate the one receiver on the left-hand side, and all he's got to do is do that slant on the inside to get open.
Oh, no doubt. Great design on the route, execution.
That's a tough penalty.
Really is.
We'll see how they come back and respond from that.
Realize that, a penalty kept the drive alive play before, but boy, we've just seen those flags come out numerous times here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like there's a couple inside receivers here that are uncovered.
Clippert saw
it. And he sees it.
Devin Cross, good eye, Mike. I'd go back to the end zone here.
Brings up a 3rd down, 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
They got the 4 receivers to the right this time.
Good point.
Again, the inside receivers uncovered. 2 inside receivers. They could do the same thing. Yep. Ignatius calls a timeout. I think they saw the same thing.
Good observation and probably a good timeout taken by the Wolfpack.
Love fried food, but the problem is it's fried in oil. Lots and lots of oil. And that means added calories. But what if you could eat the fried foods you love with little to no oil, without the guilt, and without the extra calories, but still have that great taste? Imagine mountains of piping hot French fries, crisp, snap-apart onion rings, golden fried chicken wings, guilt-free. Introducing the Power Air Fryer XL, the 6-in-1 revolutionary kitchen miracle with one-touch technology that fries with superheated cyclonic air, with little to no oil and up to 80% less fat.
We're so sure you're going to love your Power Air Fryer XL. You can try it risk-free in your home for 60 days. If you don't absolutely love it, send it back for a refund, no questions asked.
This special offer will end without notice, so you must call or go online right now.
Do it or go 1-800-384-1549 or go to powerairfryer.com. This offer is not available in stores, so don't delay. Call now.
5:07 remain here in the fourth quarter.
They still have some of those uncovered receivers over there to the right.
Clippert, straight drop, crossing pattern. Devin Cross only picks up a couple. Boy, 3rd and 9 and a completion of a couple. It's going to have them looking at about 4th and 6 or 7.
Summer may be over, but the Sugar Grove Family Fun Center will be open until October 31st. There's still time to enjoy the go-karts on our beginner course, as well as the slick track for the experienced drivers. Then walk over to the spectacular mini golf course for a round or 2 with your friends. And don't forget, the bumper boats and water wars are ready for those warm Indian summer evenings and weekends. Remember, the Fun Center is open until Halloween and is conveniently located on Route 47 and Jericho Road in Sugar Grove.
20 years, Pegs on Main Street in Maple Park has provided quality professional hair care for the entire family. Peg and her staff keep up on the latest fashion trends for adults and children. She also carries a wide variety of hair care products for your convenience. And when they're finished pampering your hair, you can walk over and browse around the fantastic on-site gift shop. Stop in anytime at Pegs on Main in downtown Maple Park or give them a call at 815-827-3051.
Over 4.5 minutes left to play here at Sullivan Field. Trailing by 16. The Eagles looking at 4th and 6. Clippert steps up in the pocket, complete. Caleb Beebe, who else? All the way down to the 5.
Wow, they just keep converting these 4th downs. Once again, they had one guy covering 2 receivers there, and Caleb Beebe made a great route to get open there.
I am very impressed by him. The way he's played on both sides of the ball, honestly. Clippert under center, looking for Beebe again on the slant. Ball's incomplete. Now, I would think, these next 3 plays, you're throwing to the end zone, right?
Absolutely.
It's either a touchdown or an incompletion to stop the clock.
I would think so, with just over 4 minutes left. I think these next 3 plays have to all go in the end zone.
2 receivers split to each side. Russell in the backfield. Oh, that is pass interference.
Yeah, that's absolutely pass interference.
When you grab the receiver by the jersey and spin him around, the referee has no choice but to throw the flag.
In fact, both refs over there threw the flag.
In fact, I don't even think that it was intentional, actually. I think he just couldn't help but grab it.
So that should put the ball on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, not at the 1, though. I don't understand the spot either, Mike. Clippert under center, looking left, pumps.
Oh!
Intended for cross, just deflected.
Tried to thread the needle on that one. Looked like somebody got a hand on it.
Interesting to me to see him under center as they're knocking at the goal line here.
Yeah, I think a lot of times they try to go with a goal line offense, and it looks like that's what they were going with. But now they're going back under the shotgun.
But a 2-back set, may see one of them motion out, and Trey Madsen does. Russell grabs the snap, stops short of the goal line. I like the call.
Absolutely. Ball got snapped directly to him. They had a nice hole there. Unfortunately, one of the linemen got a hand on him.
All of a sudden, we are looking at 4th and goal, and yet another big play for the Eagles, just fighting to stay alive here tonight. Clippert. Oh! In and out of Turk's hand.
There was.
Break my heart, I thought for sure that was going to be it. A well-designed play.
He's obviously frustrated for letting the ball go through his hands. But defense is going to have to step up big here with about 3.5 minutes left. And it looks like they have 1 timeout left.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Boy, it was sure designed as well as it could have been. But yeah, the defense could score here. Or at least take the ball back.
Anything can happen.
Blitz in the house. You're going to have to use that timeout here at some point. Maybe after another stop. Obviously, the Wolfpack's going to keep the ball on the ground, and they're going to milk the clock in between plays as much as they can. But yeah, now, the defenders are going to look to stand them and strip them.
Absolutely. I think at this point, that's all you can do is just try to strip that ball out of there and recover it.
Give to Loftus. Off the left side, he picks up a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
Well, if they can get a stop here, they might be forced to punt and get the ball back with about a minute and a half.
Quarterback Keefe actually dropped for a loss.
Let's see if they call timeout here.
A timeout, right. 2:12 remaining. Wolfpack going to have to punt, looking at 4th and long. Devin Cross settled in at the 40-yard line. Nearly blocked. Good acting play there, but fielded on the bounce by Cross. Down inside the 25. My, oh my, they almost blocked it, and he almost broke that return.
Wow, they have great field position now. So 20-yard line.
First things first. Cross all the way out to the numbers on the far side. Beebe beyond the numbers here on the near side. Clippert looking at the far side. Complete to Turk. He scored, but it was called back with the holding penalties. Looked at a similar
maybe the same.
A bang play there, and
or they're isolating Cook on the one side. Let's see if they throw to him.
4 receivers here to the near side. Devin Cross all the way.
Cross, I'm sorry.
Yep, beyond the numbers. Clippert with time. Intercepted.
Looked like there might have been some miscommunication.
Yeah, on the route coming out of the stadium. Victory formation for the Wolfpack. Well, I tell you what, it's to say it's been an emotional week, bit of an understatement.
How they've all come together this week and really found Christ, and just been so impressed with them and the staff and everyone here at Aurora Christian.
Yeah, through the face of adversity, and that's where you see it. It really, really has been a tough night and a tough week. But, through it all, I think, these players will tell you that the score on the board at the end of the game is certainly not the most important thing. And the way they've comported themselves, they never gave up.
Absolutely, and I think so. This brings their record to 4-3. I know that they play St. Lawrence next week, who's going to be a tough matchup for them. Then they also play St. Joseph. So if they can get a win in one of those games, they can still make the playoffs.
Boy, and I tell you what, this St. Ignatius team, they moved to 6-1, and they only had one loss to a very, very strong Providence team. So the guys were overmatched here tonight, in size and in number and in enrollment classification, and they really hung tough and just had a couple bad breaks, But through it all, they'll be the first to tell you that there's more to life than this game, especially here tonight.
Absolutely. I think probably one of the highlights of the game was when they started it off, when you saw the entire stands go on the field with both teams holding hands and circling the eagle before the game. What a great picture that was, and what a great moment that was for everybody to get together like that.
Right. And for us here at TV 17, we're proud to be part of the healing that did take place, and that was it. Even though the Eagles did not come out on top, that's life. You get knocked down, and you face difficult situations, and you come together, you cry, you pray, you hug, you grieve, and you move on. But Mike, it's been a pleasure bringing this game with you, and let's hope that